Alright, making a video about PirateSoftware. Mostly because I was curious because Twitter users would say that they have a decompiled older version of the game Heartbound and screenshots floating around with just switch cases pulled from PirateSoftware's live streams when he isn't playing rando MMOs. And I don't know what they're using. Or lying. Or maybe there's some tool that's not showing up in the search results because people are protective about what they code, I guess. Briefly looking, the process seemed like ripping assets from the executable, repacking it back into a JMK file, and encrypting that JMK file to then view back into GameMaker. And fuck man, I'm not doing all that just to peek at the code, so I use something simpler, easier, Ghidra. So Ghidra is a decompiling tool made by the NSA. Good old-fashioned cup of Americana. USA sounds based. Government tech workers on point? Oh, so that's how you got hired. World of Warcraft really that popular to give Nepo Baby a free pass, huh? Well, damn, I guess so. You know what? Good work, Elon Musk. The government workers did need that cut. So anyways, Ghidra, Dragon disassembler, decompiles down to the assembly CPU instructions and recreates it back to a more C-style functions. Which is perfect if all you want to do is peek at the stuff without having GameMaker and stitching things back together just to make it viewable in their editor. Now, do you need to know assembly to know what you're looking at? Not really. Because GameMaker is using a lot of the recent Microsoft SDKs, you get more of the C output than if you decompile an older game. It's not going to be a one-to-one translation like rebuilding the JMK file, but it's good enough. And honestly, I don't even know what else you're supposed to look at besides the switch case things, like the function that's going to be checking the user's Steam achievements information to populate the save data. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take the word on it, especially when people are making save editing tools for a single player game. Yeah, I didn't want to skim through the assembly functions. Honestly, there's a bunch of empty array references, or at least I assume they are from the screenshots, with PirateSoftware referencing a global array story and calling it a day. So the empty arrays checks out. Anyways, I made a mistake because I was looking through the Windows IP checking functions. And I thought PirateSoftware was checking IP addresses and writing to see who and where are playing his game. But I'm pretty sure that's just GameMaker verification when it does the ID client and real ID client checks. I don't know why it's built into the final executable and not something only reserved for their GameMaker editing tools, but what the hell do I know? It's not like GameMaker is going to suddenly strip their lifetime license or something, right? Anyways, it also checks the startup time of the app. I don't know, man. I just make Gooner games, bro.